let's just play. Now, I love my, Jon Snow and all this. So I want to see what they do with this because, like The Walking Dead, they changed it from the show and, maybe add a little Easter eggs here and there from the show or from the actual comic book. But, this one's gonna be a little bit different. And as always, any choices that you make, anything you say does affect the game. So let's just continue on. Alrighty, if you guys want to pause that, you can.
The trout in the towers, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. The trout, he flopped off without a another ball to fray. Two weddings brought on by beheading. The night they comes to me.
Alright, hold on guys. I apologize to you.
Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Okay. Ew. That noise.
Now that's a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What'd I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. Which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
No.
Thank
I don't
you,
like how this
Garrett.
game looks.
I'll do it.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Ooh, we celebrating.
To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North! Tomorrow, we march
Robb
on
Stark.
Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye! Iron from ice!
I didn't say that. Oh, because the winter's coming.
Got it.
Winter is coming.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. Been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever.
Oh,
How shall
so
I
I'm gonna
reward your
wanna fight.
loyalty? What can I offer you?
I want to fight.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
I won't let you down.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
I'm not gonna be
That's
rude. He's
For
helping
now,
me.
keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go.
You're just going on
and
with
find
face, but like,
Roderick
I
if you
made it,
can.
you did it.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, mate. Let's go.
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand?
Yes.
Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Boy. Listen, I should have said fine, you only one.
Scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming,
We're no different.
but not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The
I
lowest
want
of
to
the
tell
low.
you, but you're a jerk right
All
now.
I
man.
know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding.
We'll get there.
What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is, that's nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
I love their accents. Oh, I love every single thing from them. Just want to know if Jon Snow's in this.
Take
Or
your
if Kit
time.
plays him.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding.
A nice night for a wedding. Wed
Not
ready?
that he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
Dude, do you not see what's going on?
What? What's wrong?
It's a red wedding. Do you not know what's going on?
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? You don't need a fucking run.
Run!
Yeah, dumbass.
We need to get back to camp.
Ooh, ooh, them skills.
Garrett, we have to get back.
Why are you blocking?
gift from the king!
What do I hit? What do I hit? What do I hit? Tell me. Grab it!
Ready, boys!
No!
Whoa!
What do I do?
Shoot that one!
You thought. Ha, you thought.
Look out!
Oh! Just like, I don't remember this happening. There you go. Hey. You did not have a fun time, sir. Why did I say something?
Good fucking riddance!
I didn't want to harm them.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up,
Try to
Garrett!
save them.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Ooh! My father
You
should
fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time!
go, my lord. My lord. Oh.
Seven hells.
What do we do? You're wounded.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Well, the phrase says time to...
No. When did you get that?
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Well, the phrase says
You have to go.
backstage, you're welcome to the fucking torch!
I won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By
I-
the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must
Yes.
swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters!
go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Go! What am I
Fucking
doing?
foresters! With love from Walter Frey!
Run! Go! Like run! As I just do a little try, just like da-da-da-da-da. Go. Oh, sorry. I was looking at stuff. Let's go. I don't like the design of the characters for Game of Thrones. I personally don't like it, but it's whatever. Ooh, blood. Oh, blood. This is not good. It looks fresh.
Blood.
Fresh.
See, I said to her, you know why I said it? Because it's really bright. Why is there dead piggers? Poor piggy. I don't even remember my character's name, to be honest, anymore. Is this before, John's, Robert dies? He gets hung or hanged? Ooh, the trigger. There you go. Shut your stuff. You're just noting the little details, like you put 2 to 2 together, do something happen, you need to run.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
That's my pickers, sir. It looks like Felix, like PewDiePie.
Move along, boy.
His
There's
face.
nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
No, I'm gonna get to my father.
I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Alright, so I see where this
Where'd
gets
you
into
get
the
that
Game of Thrones
sword?
now.
Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
None of your business, boo.
None of your fucking business.
That's right. You stated.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs. That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he like a proper
Lord
lordly
who?
sword like that.
Ooh. The skills. X.
No.
No! Dad, I
I'll
lost
have
so many
that
people, not
sword,
you.
boy.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Dude, that was so wimpy. Try that again. I swear for everything, if they take the story like this, I'm
Finish
going to
this
cry.
fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
Great. Which
You
one do
really
I
are a
want?
pig farmer.
What the axe? Yeah, you cut them. Why did you lose it? Alright. Okay, come on. Good job. Now get the sword. Please. That was my body. That hurt a lot. Well, you did kick yourself, dude. There you go, like a pro.
Mercy. Please.
No, just
beg of
stab
you.
him. No,
I
stab
have a
him.
family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
I'll show mercy. Fine. Come at me one more
Thank
time.
you.
Lord
Okay.
Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Oh, I showed mercy. Justice or mercy? No, I'll show mercy. I should have killed him. Why didn't I kill him? You're dead. Great.
Garrett, you survived.
Even I'm surprised too, Dad.
Your
Don't worry.
sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Obviously, we didn't, so let's move on. Maybe. Freaking keep jumping now. So my sister's dead. My father tried to stop him. That's what I gathered. It's great story development.
It's Garrett!
I know, even I'm surprised
Tell him
he
his
made it that
nephew
far.
survived!
He's actually survived. Me too, dude. I look like he's dead.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
I have no family, no job.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you,
Thanks.
mister.
But John's
Blade
in the
cut
north.
deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed.
But I didn't
You
kill
can't
anyone.
let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Damn. Can I? The maggots?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose
I
the lord of the
don't
house
think
and the
you're,
eldest son
correct
through
there,
such a
sir. I think the maggots
despicable
will
act
make it
of
worse,
treachery
but-
and betrayal.
By eating my flesh.
Greater houses than
But I'm
ours
a
have fallen
doctor.
in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right.
So this series is talking
might
about
hurt
a
a
different
bit.
house that we have that's just made up now.
Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Dude, you just put maggots in my leg. Do you really think I'm gonna walk? If I can. Oh my god.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Dude, you act like I'm wearing high heels. I'm good. Alright, that's a beautiful chair.
The Ironwood Grove.
Thank you for that commentary, sir. I appreciated it. Let's go. Yeah, let's walk a little bit faster, dude. You're alright. You're alright. Alright, do a little dance, medical table, look at all the maggots that we just like put around a leg. Alright, let's look at the bucket. What's in the bucket? Let's touch it.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
No. Can I eat this?
This might
I
help.
want this. Anyways, what's this? Don't mind me, dude. I'm just stealing your stuff. Let's talk. Show him the sword. No, I promise to show only my uncle.
Does your leg feel weak?
No,
Yes.
I just wanted to ask you.
Can I leave now? Who is the new lord?
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Why would you bring it up? Don't let me just stop.
I'm so sorry.
Yep.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Ooh.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever
Loved
you
his
can
family.
recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure
Yes.
it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
Oh
North
my god,
Grove.
did I really mean
Interesting.
I didn't mean to do that.
I see. You have the Forester's sword.
She's cheating on her husband.
Ethan should have it.
She's cheating on
now
her
that he is
husband. I
Lord.
revealed the
Lord
message.
Forrester
I
asked me to
accidentally
return it
did
to the
that.
house. He said this
I was
is where
supposed to
it
do it to my
belongs.
uncle only, and I failed because I
With his
wasn't
family.
being smart.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our
I'm stupid.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression.
They're not gonna
Duncan.
do it.
This was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding
They
retribution.
killed my family. They
This
attacked
happened
me.
on Forrester land.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him.
So, what's to be done?
Don't look at me.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay?
Oh my
Duncan.
god.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending
North.
him to the wall?
North Wall?
The boy's done nothing wrong!
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the
I'm
only
not the
solution.
criminal.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want.
Traitor.
I know it's difficult to understand.
Alright,
But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is
It
what's
isn't.
best.
I hate you all. This is just a crappy day for my dude. Lost his
That
family,
settles
lost
it.
his job. Getting punished to go to a wall. Never having
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food.
Never
But
having
we
a
haven't
life.
much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Great. So it means I get to see Jon Snow. I get to see my mans.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance.
Oh, stop talking crap like you would do
I
something.
would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you put in the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the wall. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
You need to tell your
I've
uncle
been
the
waiting
message.
for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
I told his wife.
This is important, Garrett.
I told Lady Forrester, and Maester Ortengryn overheard.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears. I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information. Which is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Oh, that's so sad. Trust me, just give me a week. I'll make you disappointed again. Thank you for not letting them kill us.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
No, I won't. Just because you told me to be safe. Don't worry, darling.
Ethan? Ethan! I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
You found me! Well done, Ryan. Don't worry.
Aww.
It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He won't get hurt.
He got hurt by those Whitehill men. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
It means you're
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and... properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Aw, he's cute.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise, I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Oh, please tell me he's not gonna die. He is a kid. I feel so bad. He's a kid. He doesn't want to do it.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm.
Dude, he's a kid.
Now
Don't
do it
do
again
that to
with
him.
these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt?
Can I just shank you?
Bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit
No,
on
you were
us
rude
for
to me.
generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Lord Whitehill, please.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord
God,
Ethan?
I hate this.
He acted in your name. And you are the
he did
lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
Duncan. The Castellan sent him.
And you call yourself a lord? You're no lord. You're a fucking puppet. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
Love that thought.
Your son
went
did well, my
terribly.
lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
My raven would be his raven. Why don't we just kill them all right now? And that would just, end everything. My men can do that.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Alrighty, so what's in here? What is this?
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
I wonder if Danny's in here. Okay.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Ethan made this for me.
Alright, that was a good trip to Memory Lane. Great.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider.
Oh my god.
A gift from Roderick.
Alright, come on, let's stop memorying stuff.
I hope to see them all someday.
Keep going. Like, stop. What's this? Is this important?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Alright, who is knocking at my doors?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, you good, fam?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Aw, give him a little bath. He's so cute.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah,
Letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
He's so cute.
Please hurry
Love
if you
him.
can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
What is he putting in their stones?
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Okay, now you're asking too many
I may be
questions,
wrong. But it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course, milady.
Sorry, buddy. I love you, but you asking too many questions. And I don't like it.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Oh, you and your little the Grinch looking hairstyle. I see you.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
Oh, great.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you.
I don't
Humor her.
want to.
Tell her what she wants to hear.
But I don't understand what they
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
You can do this.
I'm gonna die.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
What'd I do wrong?
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Yes.
Is your family
Jesus,
loyal
I'll
to
lie.
the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and
Okay,
Joffrey
what am
will
I
need a steady
apologizing for,
supply of
ma'am?
ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only
I
one
did
could
avoid the
fit
question because I
through
couldn't
life
read
without
fast
ever
enough.
holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
I'm trying not to die.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Listen, I did my best to not make her mad.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my
really
condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Thanks.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I pray.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Terrible.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady
For
Marjorie
now.
has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Probably
Although,
doubt it,
marrying
ma'am.
a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Probably not fun, so let's not imagine.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him. And
Don't
he's
want
always
to be
treated Lady
queen,
Marjorie
not
well.
true.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen?
No.
You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Can I say
King's
sorry?
Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady.
At least you understand.
There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
I'm sorry, boo. Can't get all out. I accidentally hit the wrong button, but you know, it's okay.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
You can say no, it's okay.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request. I can see how important this is to you.
I don't know what to say. I was trying to read.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't fear. I adore the king. This is the only way. I'll just be quiet.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
You can say no, it's okay.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Jesus. Like, you know, this has not been a great day. Oh, how are you doing, boo? Where are you running from?
7 elves.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
I was playing peekaboo. It was like doop 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 doop.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
I did the right thing. Thank God. Poor man. He probably with this symbol on his skin.
Bloody hell.
His skin though.
Lord Ethan! As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forrester. Now there's only chaos.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Leave the poor man
Take his
alone!
fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please,
My lord, my family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
I'm not gonna do that. I know they're just struggling. I'm not gonna rip a family apart. Oh, everyone's like, I hate you. The Lord's
That
judgment.
was yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel there, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see. Take it.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Oh my god. I may cut this in 2 parts because it's so freaking absurd. He's pissed off at me. Alright, so I'm just gonna end it here because this is a long episode and I'm tired and I want to go to the bathroom as well. So I'm gonna end the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, just let me know in the comments or whatever you guys want to do, and I will see you guys in whatever I play next. Alright, see you.